guys, this is Sarah and this is your weekly oracle card reading for the week commencing Monday the 11th of November. I'm using the Archangel Tarot cards this morning by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So before I started the video, since there's 78 cards and they're really difficult to shuffle because it's a big pile, I've already pre-shuffled them really well as well this morning by sort of dividing them up into 4 different piles and shuffling those back into one pile. So I've had a really good shuffle. So all we need to do now is see what we need to know for this week. Maybe I should get bigger hands. A proper handful to shuffle. So we're looking for a card for Monday and Tuesday. Knows. There we go. Wednesday and Thursday. So again, I don't even think about doing this now. I just pick one because it works with the law of attraction anyway. So the card you're meant to get will come forward. If you just feel guided to stop, like that one was sticking out a little bit, and yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, awesome. Okay. We always get a bit of light bounce back on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday card. I'll try and sort of lean this way so I'm blocking the light. So the first card is Release, and that's Archangel Azrael. And the message on the bottom of the card says, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So I've been doing a few readings over the weekend about my career, because I'm not quite sure what's going on at the moment. It's kind of took a turn I thought it wouldn't. So I kept getting this card. So as we come into this week, there is the definite end of something. It could be something bad, or it could be something that maybe you don't want to see the end of. But it's sort of that phase of your life is pretty much come to its natural end now. So the most important thing is, whether the situation is good or bad, is to learn to just sort of flow with it, which obviously is a lot easier if the situation is bad. But either way, we need to learn to just sort of flow with it and just let whatever has to happen or come in or has to drop away, drop away. I felt quite drawn to the horses in this picture as well, as I quite often do. Just there, I've got a little foal being cuddled by its mum. So I feel like you might need a bit of extra support with this change or this transformation or moving on. So don't be afraid to reach out to people around you for some support at this time, because you're not expected to do it all by yourself. And it's, you might have somebody going through the same thing as well, or a similar thing, and you can mutually support each other as well, which is always useful. So another major card here, which is Unity, Archangel Sambhavan. And the message on this card says, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organisations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So yeah, that's linking in with this thing I just mentioned about getting a bit of support there. Whether it could be from like-minded friends or people, friends of yours who are going through similar situations. You can lean on each other for support, or you might be guided to find more of a mentor figure for whatever issue you're facing, whether it's maybe a career or business sort of mentor, or a life coach, or some other kind of mentor. I feel as well maybe there's obviously the mention of spiritual transformation, spiritual organisations. Maybe this week you might find that some of your sort of beliefs about your situations in your life as well, you might find that you've had sort of deep-rooted beliefs about where you're supposed to be going or what you're supposed to be doing, and you might have this turning point this week where maybe they're not quite as set in stone as you assume that they were. So if you've got any sort of really strong beliefs about whatever the situation is, you know, what you should be doing with your life or who you should be with, then that's fine. But maybe we're being called this week to just say, okay, they might not be what's best for us right now or even at all, so just let life flow, I think is the theme here. Let life flow. Okay, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a fire card. Fire is the suit of like passions and drive. So we've got Page of Fire, and the characteristics on the top say outgoing, creative, confident and mischievous. And on the bottom of the card it says news of an exciting new endeavour. Use your originality and ingenuity. So if we're working the first half of the week on perhaps reducing our beliefs which may be limiting us in some way, even though we think possibly that they're for our highest good, they might not always be. So if we're really instead trying to focus on just letting life flow, seeing what comes up this week and just taking it as it comes and not expecting it to go rigidly in a certain way, and trying not to do what I'm really good at, which is forward planning, which I had to try and obsessively not do, then if we can just flow, we might find that into the weekend exciting new endeavours are coming up. There's a nice kind of like embryonic kind of image there of some big energy in an embryonic form there. So something may, as we drop these beliefs and we let life flow, we might be in the embryonic stages of something interesting coming to us. And as well as there's sort of a theme of maybe a bit of mutual or support for yourself during the beginning of the week, it's still a week where it's quite introspective and quite about you and yourself and, you know, your beliefs and what's happening to you. And as we move into the weekend, we're being instructed to use our originality and our ingenuity, as in being ourselves, you know, to the best of our abilities. And it's really sort of getting in touch with ourselves and our own power in the situation, not necessarily to control situations, specifically what's going to happen, but maybe if we can use our personal power to be us to the best of our abilities, then that's our way of being original, and that's going to help us in manifesting whatever is in this wonderful bubble for us, because we've all got something potentially wonderful bubbling away there in a little egg-shaped circle. So yeah, I think that's a good theme for this week, especially on a personal level as well. It's reminded me to do a few things. So I hope that you have a great week, and if you do feel that you need some support, please get some in whatever way you need to, because it's obviously going to be important for us this week, because release is always, I find that quite, when that does come up, it does usually come up when there is something quite strong going on, whether it's ending or beginning. There's usually something comes up, so it might be important for you to get support with that. So have a great week anyway, and keep thinking positive, and we will get there. And I will see you next week.